Another example is production of Swiss cheese. We'll see the differences between the method of production of cheddar cheese and Swiss cheese as an example. It is also called as Emmentaler cheese. This type of cheese undergoes two fermentations. So this is one of the differences between cheddar and Swiss. So it undergoes two fermentations, mainly lactic acid fermentation and propionic acid fermentation, along with the production of gas. Production of gas leads to formation of characteristic holes, or which are called as eyes, in the body of cheese. This process is originated in the Emi Valley of Switzerland. That is why it is also called as Emmentaler cheese. This picture shows the formation of eyes which are formed due to production of gas. The first step is the whole milk is clarified and standardized to contain 3% milk fat, which can be done by the addition of skim milk. This is necessary since the finished product will contain right amount of fat. In the second step, the milk is heated to 68 to 70 degrees Celsius for 15 to 25 seconds. This destroys the unwanted microorganisms. So this is the step of pasteurization. In the next step, the milk is cooled to 32 degrees Celsius and then inoculated with lactic acid bacteria. Here, the lactic acid bacteria are Lactobacillus bulgaricus and Streptococcus thermophilus, or Lactobacillus casei. So these bacteria are thermophilic bacteria, which will require a little higher temperature for the growth and bacterial activity. Coagulants, that is renate extract or renin, it is added at 32 degrees Celsius for coagulation. Before that, half an hour is allowed for the bacterial activity and the renins are added. Then the coagulum is formed, which is cut with wire mesh or knife to produce small cubes. This facilitates the release of water part, that is whey. Then the curd is cooled by increase. The curd is sorry, by mistake. The curd is heated to 50 degrees Celsius. After this, curd whey mixture is stirred for 30 to 70 minutes, due to which the curd becomes firm. So this step involves the heating. That means this heating process removes water and helps the curd particles to join together. The process is called as knitting process. The curd and whey are pumped to cheese molding vat. Then whey is drained from the curd. Curd in vat is covered and weights are placed on curd and pressed continuously for 12 to 18 hours. This will facilitate the draining of whey and formation of solid curd. Then the mass is cut into blocks of suitable size, and blocks are then cut into solution. The blocks are cut and they are dipped into solution of a brine that contains approximately 23% of NaCl concentration. Additional salt may be sprinkled on the top of each block. This cheese remains, the blocks remains in brine for at least 1 to 2 days. During this process, a rind or a surface layer develops on cheese. Cheese is then removed from brine and allowed to dry for a day or less. Then it is wrapped with fluid proof material like plastic material. Wrapped cheese is then placed in cold room. So this is the final step of maturation. This is one of the differences between cheddar cheese and Swiss cheese. Here, initial temperature for maturation is 7 to 10 degrees Celsius and the period is 10 days. Due to proteolysis and lipolysis, amino acids, fatty acids are produced that contributes to flavor during this period, due to the enzymes released from lactic acid bacteria which are there present in cheese. Proline particularly is responsible for the sweetness of cheese. After this initial period of storage or maturation at 7 to 10 degrees Celsius, the blocks are transferred to a little higher temperature of 22 to 24 degrees Celsius, and the incubation period is 2 to 7 weeks. This is the period during which flavor and eyes are formed. Eyes of approximately 1.3 to 2.5 centimeter in diameter are formed at a distance of 2.5 to 7.5 centimeters between them are produced. These eyes are produced due to production of gas by bacteria which are there in cheese. Then the cheese, after this period, the cheese is kept at 3 to 4 degrees Celsius until it is sold. During this period, no ice develop. Remember that ice develop during the incubation period at temperature of 22 to 24 degrees Celsius. This is an example of blue wine cheese or Roquefort cheese. As it was mentioned earlier, we can see the presence of blue patches or blue veins because the fungus involved in the maturation process is Penicillium roqueforti, due to which these blue veins are formed, and the enzymes contributed by Penicillium are responsible for the softening or the modification of the structure of cheese. This is a picture that shows different types of cheeses. Most of the cheeses are named depending on their origin or the city or the village. Say, for example, camembert cheese, then cottage cheese, because it is prepared from the process originated from the cottages or the local houses. Then we can see Swiss cheese, uh, then Parmesan cheese, etc. So this is a just an exemplified poster that shows different types of cheeses.